Good evening, everyone. So I am Anjani, and I am working in Career since last 5 years. So we are guiding students for their higher education, how to crack top universities, top colleges in India and abroad both. So today we are discussing about Ashoka University, how to get into Ashoka, what are the requirements, what are the application components, how to write essays. So today we are discussing about liberal arts because Ashoka is a liberal arts school which helps students to explore different majors and minors student can study. So I'll just discuss about what we'll cover today. We'll cover why Ashoka University, how flexible is Ashoka, about the curriculums and the majors, what Ashoka values, what are the requirements, what are the activities, what are the test components, what are the global exposure opportunities Ashoka is providing, what is the undergrad fee structure, what will be the career outcomes in ROI, and what are the program structure, how we can help you to shape your Ashoka applications, what are the application deadlines, scholarships, and financial aid too. So why choose Ashoka? So Ashoka is rooted in rigor, bounded towards one major that will be putting in the application. It is expanded by liberal arts. It has a world-class faculty trained at top global universities, strong governance and academic credibility, outstanding career and higher education outcomes. Here I'll talk about the program structure, what Ashoka is providing. It is offering 25 pure majors, interdisciplinary majors. They have minors and concentrations for academic depth, 9 mandatory foundation courses, and it has co-curricular requirements in arts and languages. So here I would like to focus that under the foundation courses, there are 9 subjects the student has to study. It includes environmental sciences, maths, biology also. So, if we'll be putting, application will give an opportunity to add 3 preferences, and within that there is no risk in exploration. So we are not bounded to these majors that we are putting in the application. We can explore majors after getting in Ashoka also. So now I am talking about what flexibility at Ashoka is providing. So we can explore our interest in year 1 and year 2, and after exploring majors, what we are starting in year 1 and year 2, we can finally declare our major after academic exposure. And here we are easy to change majors with academic advising, no penalty if prerequisites are met. So in Ashoka, we have there are some new courses that are recently introduced, new majors like BSc Honors Management and a combination of psychology and philosophy. Also, I would like to share this thing that Ashoka is not bounded to particular stream. Ashoka is giving opportunity to all the streams, right? Student who belongs to a humanities, who can study social sciences. So basically liberal arts is a combination of different type of sciences, natural sciences, social sciences, right? These are the 13 pure majors: biology, history, international relations, and 12 interdisciplinary majors they are offering. So, philosophy, politics, and economics, it's PPE, economics and finance, creative writing, they have performing arts also. So, that these are interdisciplinary major Ashoka is offering. Moving forward, so now we are discussing about how we can shape our Ashoka application, how career will help you. So we have to start preparing our profile since grade 9th and 10th. What are the participation debates and writing competitions we can show? What are the engagements we have to show the university? How our application value, right? So we career with help you to shortlisting the activities. What are the exposures and what are the opportunities we can show to the university? So explore widely in grade 9th and 10th, narrow and deepen in grade 11 and 12th. May we can do depth plus leadership and leadership qualities to the university too. So if any student have gap, then that is also valuable. Research positions, NGO work, and Ashoka is offering bridge program also. Students who have passed out last year, they can also apply to Ashoka. Moving forward towards essays, interviews, and assessments. So they have specific prompt. Describe your personal. So here I have already added the essay prompt. Describe your personal academic environment and the impact it has had on the person you are today. So basically, we have to include in the essay, how our essay will add the weightage in our application. So we guided you, we career with help you in writing the essays, and will help you in the brainstorming the essays also. We can guide you because we don't want to hide the voice of a student. We have to show the personality and student perspective to the university. We can give you a brainstorming session to the students throughout the journey. Then Ashoka will evaluate on the reflective essays, aptitude test, interview, and there are some interview questions that I've added. Describe an ethical dilemma you have grappled with. How do you approach uncertainty? So interview is not about the like asking question. They would like to understand students' personality. The essay we have sent in the application, the activities we have sent in the application is clearly related to a student's personality or not. Moving forward, we have a mandatory requirements. So Ashoka will check will evaluate your 10th and 11th grades. 12th ka we have to send the predicted scores. Then we have to show the non-academic engagement. We have already discussed. We have to show our 3 activities within the application. We have to show our academic credit through reading also. So Ashoka is not bounded with the LOR and predicted. It's not mandatory, but if we will provide it, then it will add an advantage to add an weightage to our application. Then if I'll talk about the application requirements, at ACT, CUET scores, they are completely optional. But we have to, if we are not providing these tests, then we have to give Ashoka assessment aptitude test. So here I am discussing about what are the non-academic activities and engagements we can show to the students. What non-academic activities and interests have been most meaningful to you, and how they shaped your growth beyond academics. So in this we can show our awards and honors, we can show our community service, but we have to shortlist like what activities, what non-academic engagements we have to show to the university. Similarly, they'll be asking the reading interest. They'll be asking for 3 books that we have to mention in the application, and academic reading is more recommendable. So we'll discuss about Ashoka Aptitude Assessment. So it comprises of 40 multiple choice questions covering logical reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and critical thinking. It has no negative marking, that's a plus point, right? And it's a 90-minute test. Moving forward, students have to attempt all the questions confidently, so that nothing to be they won't allow to use blank sheets of paper for rough work also. No calculators will be allowed. So I have also attached the sample test link, and once students will enroll with Career, will be helping students to will be providing more sample papers, will be helping in the interview preparations also. So now moving forward for the undergrad application deadline. So students who are planning for 2026 intake, we now have 22nd April deadline, whose assessment date is 3rd May, and decision will come on 10th June. Student who are planning for next intake, this is the right time to start. Student who is in grade 11, who will be entering in grade 12, this is the right time to map your activities to build their profile, where we are also helping students. And I can connect also with our alumni who are currently studying in Ashoka. So Ashoka is also have a safe supportive community, fully residential campus. They have their own campus, dedicated support systems. They also have high faculty accessibility and co-curricular requirements. So students have to study co-curricular subjects like performing arts, languages, and some other subjects also. That is mandatory for the students who are enrolling in Ashoka. Now moving forward, they also have global exposure like semester abroad, summer programs, and international research. So they have some semester exchange programs. They have summer programs like Lodha Genius, Young Scholars Program. If student will enroll for them these courses, these summer programs or some semester exchange program, they get the global exposures too. So now we'll discuss about the undergraduate fee structure. So the tuition fee is 10,74,000. It will revise every year. Then it is not including the accommodation. So the total cost will be around 12 lakhs. And apart from this, Ashoka will also help in scholarships, as Ashoka will give the 100% waiver on tuition fee if for the shortlisted profiles. So need-based scholarship, financial aid available to all deserving students. Aid is independent of academic merit or board. Merit come means scholarship for sciences up to 100% waiver. Student who have a very good profile, and they feel that this is an outstanding profile, and they'll be giving the scholarship for those students. And no separate scholarship application is required for the scholarship. So now I'll discuss about like what career outcomes we can get after completing an undergrad degree from Ashoka. So every year 437 students placed. If I'll talk about last year's number, this is there are 437 students. 400 plus students get the job offers. 664 top firms. Students are working in top firms like McKinsey, BCG, Goldman, Google, Amazon. So these are the top names, top university companies where students are working currently. And the highest package salary, annual salary is 35 lakhs. So now I would like to share that how Career will help you to ace Ashoka. We are providing end-to-end application support and scholarship support too. Activity and academic positioning aligned to Ashoka values. We are helping in essay brainstorming. Will be, we want that, students' personal story should be there. So essay ideation, structuring, and reflection guidance will be giving that. We'll be giving the brainstorming session on each step. We'll be helping you in the interview preparations. We have, interview question banks. We'll be providing it to the students also. We have aptitude test readiness. We'll be guiding student throughout picking like what major a student can apply to get into Ashoka. Like what are the three preferences. We'll be helping. Student who will be enrolling with us will be providing brainstorming session with our director Manvi Bansal, who is heading the career with. So we will be with you in your admission process through application till the decision you got. We'll be helping you throughout the journey. So what are the key takeaways? Ashoka looks for curious, reflective thinkers, not for the build depth, not just achievements. Ashoka will explore first, specialize later. Strong academics plus global exposures and outcomes is valuable.
There's one question. What is the right time to apply to Ashoka?
So it totally depends, like student is in which grade.
Timelines for the student who is in 12th grade?
Yeah, so if student is entering into grade 12, then this is the right time to work on their profile, right? Because last minute stress will affect their applications, I would suggest. So that we can evaluate their profile, what activities we can show, how to show, and what other descriptions we have to show in that particular activities. Vanika, do you have any question? Any other questions?
Yeah, as you said that CUET is acceptable for this. If I have not given any specific test to Ashoka, so CUET if I have given, so that is acceptable?
CUT is acceptable, but your score also matters. We have to put in the application that we are intending to provide CUET scores. But we are not sure that by the time you get your CUET scores, the seats will full.
Is this like you were just saying that it will be better to give Ashoka test?
Yes, it's better to give Ashoka test, or you can go with the SAT scores also. If you have 1400 plus SAT score, we can show it to you, Ashoka.
Is letter of recommendation mandatory for Ashoka's application?
See, LOR is not mandatory, but if you have a good rapport with your teacher, then you can ask her to submit the LOR. Will guiding you, will be supporting you throughout the process, like what content to be add in the LOR. It's not mandatory, but it's highly recommended.
Got it.
I have another question regarding the extracurricular activities. As you said that we required 3 extracurricular activities. How we can analyze that what all our best activities according to the university fit?
This is where career will help, right? So we'll be evaluating your profile, we'll be helping you, right? So it totally depends what major we are putting in the Ashoka. Because Ashoka is allowing to add 3 preferences. Just suppose, if you are going for the IR related courses and performing arts or something like that, then we have to show in the connection of our major only.
Hi Anjali, I have a question. Actually, I have interest in economics and I am also good in creative writing. Some courses for bachelor's. Can you suggest some courses related to that?
Economics and creative writing. So yes, I have already explained that Ashoka is giving an opportunity to add three preferences. So in economics, we have a purely economics program, we have economics and public policy, and we have one social sciences subject in a combination of economics. So what we can do, we can put two preferences in economics, and the third one we can add English and creative writing. Also, after getting into the university, once our application will be shortlisted, anyways, we a student have to study interdisciplinary majors in first year. So you can pick creative writing.
Right. So I'll add to it, maybe, if you're looking at a creative writing, you can always take a minor in creative writing. And also the core curriculum of Ashoka actually covers all the writing seminars and critical thinking seminars. So anyways, you're working a lot on writing at Ashoka. Right. Additionally, you can focus on an economics major. If you feel that you also want to keep a second option as a writing major, so then you also have English literature option available at Ashoka. So there are many majors and minors available. Probably once you schedule a personal session, we can take you through the majors and minors available and help you shortlist what is best for your profile. Question here. What are the new courses being offered at Ashoka? One of the students have asked.
So recently, psychology and philosophy program they have introduced, and BSc Honors Management. But maths is mandatory. But if student doesn't have maths, then Ashoka have MAT test. Student can sit for that too. Great. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining.